There's been a massive outpouring of support and grief from the community and lawmakers, both in Georgia and around the world, to remember former U.S. President Jimmy Carter. Atlanta Bureau Chief is at the Carter Center with the latest developments tonight. Archith?
Yeah, that's right. Just within the last few hours, the Carter Center outlining those funeral arrangements and the plans. Now, we do understand it's going to be from Saturday, January the 4th, all the way through next Thursday, January the 9th. President Joe Biden will speak at that funeral and give the eulogy in Washington, D.C., but there'll, of course, be stops as well in Plains, Georgia, his hometown, including a stop at his boyhood farm. Then there'll be a motorcade from Plains here to Atlanta with a brief stop at the Georgia State Capitol with a moment of silence by Georgia Governor Brian Kemp as well as Atlanta's mayor. Then there will be a service here at the Carter Center in Atlanta, and then he will lie in repose here from Saturday evening until Tuesday morning. So if you're in Atlanta, if you're in Georgia and you want to pay your final respects, those times are Saturday 7 p.m., January the 4th, until Tuesday morning, 6 a.m. So you have all Sunday and all day Monday before the body is then taken to Washington, D.C., where there'll be a funeral service, a procession, as well as the final services at the Washington National Cathedral, and then it'll make its way back to Plains, Georgia. Now here, throughout the day in Atlanta, the Carter Center, people have been dropping off flowers, balloons, even peanuts and candles to pay respects to the former 39th president, paying one final goodbye to say their farewell to Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter himself, he gave a great speech. He talked about connecting the family and the country, and he mentioned about how a small ego, like that ego you have with your friends or with your family, the similar kind of egos happened with the countries also, like a similar kind of things that happens on the countries also. So that was his main theme of that talk that gave in that one.
Again, those key times are Saturday, 7 p.m. here at the Carter Center in Atlanta, where his body will be lying in repose. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then Tuesday morning at 6 is when the body will be transferred to Washington, D.C. The Carter Center says instead of flowers, to make donations to the Carter Center instead. Mr. Carter had a legacy of compassion, humanity, and selflessness throughout the world, and many people here say they will certainly miss him, but he's left a lasting legacy, including the Carter Center that he built here in the 1980s. We'll continue to follow this developing story and bring you updates, but for now, reporting in Atlanta at the Carter Center, Archith, Seshadri, WJBF News Channel 6.